A lot of today was rain. We saw a lot of that coming out this evening, and much needed rain.
Much needed rain. This is really good news. Now, of course, with West Texas rain, we do have a couple of flash flood watches to look out for and a couple of some thunderstorm warnings. Now, that did take place earlier today, but here's a look at the satellite radar. Again, like you said, Michael, we got a whole lot of rain that just came through the viewing area earlier this evening, but this is some good news because we got a whole lot of rain, especially in the Permian Basin. Now, it did make its way through earlier this evening around 7 to 8 o'clock, and even south of I-10 got a whole lot of rain too, and even south of Pecos got a little bit of some hail. Now, it was tiny, a little bit of hail, not any that could be detected, but here's a look at the warning and the watches that we are in effect. There is a flash flood watch for, well, most of the viewing area. Any area highlighted in this green means that they could be seeing a flash flood from now until Sunday by 8 a.m. So please be careful and be in regards to that. But looking at our highs for today, well, the rain didn't stop getting into the 90s. Midland, Odessa, 95. Big Spring, 95 as well. Pecos, 100 degrees. Now, we're not in the hundreds and we're not even in the 90s. We are looking at temps in the mid to upper 70s. Midland, Odessa, 70 degrees. They're getting a whole lot of that rain, which is why the temperature actually decreased for most of the viewing area. And just seeing where we are now compared to where we were 24 hours ago, well, we didn't see any rain 24 hours ago, and that's why it looks like we are extremely colder tonight than yesterday night. Midland, Odessa, 17 degrees cooler. Hobbs, 14. Pecos, 18 degrees cooler right now than just 24 hours ago. So the rain definitely helped out. But with that rain was West Texas wind. Now, gusts were extremely up there, especially in southeast New Mexico. 74-mile-per-hour wind gusts in Carlsbad. Midland, Odessa, 39. Fort Stockton, 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Now, we're not looking at wind speed that high, but we are looking at wind speed in the teens, especially along I-20, even south of I-10 in the mid to lower 20-mile-per-hour range. But overnight into tomorrow morning, well, that wind speed will decrease into the single digits, especially for Midland and Odessa and even south of I-10. Still going to look at wind speeds in the single digits, and then throughout the day it is going to fluctuate, but still not going to get up there. But tracking the rain, that's the question. Are we going to keep this rain overnight? Well, we are going to keep it overnight, but then by tomorrow morning it will clear on out, except for the west part of our viewing area, south of Pecos, even west of Fort Stockton. They'll still get a little bit of rain, and then throughout the day it's just going to be cloudy. Little spots of some pop-up storms, but for the most part it's going to be cloudy and it's going to be sunny until later on in the evening, around 9 p.m. A little bit more chance for some rain activity and some thunderstorm activity tomorrow evening. But that is good news because our drought monitor isn't looking too good, especially in the Permian Basin and parts of the Northern Basin where it's showing up red, which means it's showing up in an extreme drought. But there is some good news. South part of our viewing area, south of I-10, looking good, not showing up in a drought at all. But here's a look at the temperatures for tomorrow for Father's Day. Mid to upper 80s is what we're looking at. Seminoles, 87. Andrews, a little bit warmer at 90 degrees. Midland and Odessa, 90 as well. Barstow, 89. So it is going to be a little bit cooler tomorrow than today. Pecos, 88. Fort Stockton, 86. Mountains going to be in the mid to lower 80s. Martha, 81. And Fort Davis, 80 degrees. Here is your 7-day forecast for Father's Day. It is going to be 90 degrees, partly cloudy, and like I said, there is a chance for some morning showers and isolated thunderstorms. And then by Monday, 20% chance for some thunderstorms. That's going to carry on over until Tuesday, and then that chance decreases, and it's just going to be warm and